How's it going, guys? My name is Checker and welcome to today's video. So we all heard the news this morning, Borderlands 3 will be an Epic Games Store exclusive, which I have already made a video about this morning. But anyway, I was going here and looking through the different buying options, thinking which one should I buy. We have the Standard Edition, Deluxe Edition, Super Deluxe Edition. But then I noticed that regardless of what you choose, if you pre-order the game, you get the Gold Weapon Skins Pack, which could potentially be giving us some insight into how microtransactions will be working in Borderlands 3. Because yes, I am 99% sure that we will see some form of microtransactions in Borderlands 3. We already had them in Borderlands 2, so this is nothing new. In Borderlands 2, you could go and buy skins, you could buy heads, all of those were microtransactions. You know, there wasn't anything aggressive, there wasn't anything that was pay to win. They were simply cosmetic microtransactions, and that was it. And with this Gold Weapon Skins Pack, it only leads me to believe that we will also see weapon skins purchasable in this game. Now, some of you guys might be saying, how do we know this isn't just something like the Gearbox weapons from Borderlands 2? What if these gold weapons are just weapons we get at the beginning of the game and we don't see them anywhere else? At first, I thought that was also the case, but when I read this Gold Weapon Skins Pack, I just think it's going to be some sort of microtransaction. I could be wrong, maybe I'm just reading this the right way. You guys will have to let me know down below what you guys think. But with this, I could totally see Gearbox like selling maybe once a month they come out with like a new skins pack that you can buy for like $5. I know microtransactions are kind of a touchy subject, especially with the game costing at least $60, but in my opinion, I just have no issue spending additional money if I choose to on cosmetic stuff. If that's going to help the developers make the next game or make more content for this current game, I am totally fine with that. Some people will say that when they spend $60, they expect to earn everything through the game. They don't want to be spending any more money, which I can completely understand that reasoning. But at the same time, you have to look at the fact that video games have been selling for $60 as kind of a standard price for years now. Nobody has been adjusting their price of games for things like inflation. Most video games have been $60 for as long as I can remember, and that's going back to the days of the PlayStation 2, so they're not adjusting the price of their games to make up for inflation. So in theory, video game developers are making less money than they were like 10, 15 years ago. And on top of that, video games haven't gotten any cheaper to make. In fact, they've gotten much more expensive to make. So I can completely understand when people say, hey, I just want to pay one standard price for the game and then just have everything available. I can understand that, but the moment a company does that and they say, hey, well, we're gonna have to charge like $90 for this one game, that's the moment when people say, oh my god, why'd you increase the price? People are gonna freak out when they see that. So instead of doing that, instead of taking on this huge risk of people freaking out with the price hike, publishers are like, hey, we're just gonna release the game at $60 and then add in a bunch of microtransactions or DLC to make up for the cost. Because once again, video games are getting more and more expensive to make, and $60 is less and less money with every year. You know, and there are also other benefits to having these cosmetic microtransactions in the game. Look at a game like Fortnite. Their whole monetary system is worked around cosmetic items. People log in every week, people log in every single day to see what is new in the item shop. If Borderlands 3 has something similar to that with cosmetics, people will be logging in every single day, people will be logging in every single week. People's attention will be held to the game for potentially a longer amount of time. And that is something that I have wanted to see in Borderlands for quite some time. Could you imagine how much longer Borderlands 2 could have retained its popularity if they had been updating the game every month or so, introducing new skins to buy? I'm not saying they have to go and release a bunch of new DLC and stuff like that. All I'm saying is that maybe once a month they go and release some new skins. Something that can potentially draw people back into the game after they have been long done with it. So things like weapon skins packs can add to the longevity of the life of a game. But anyway guys, those were just my thoughts regarding Borderlands 3 and some potential future microtransactions. What are your guys' thoughts down below? Do you want to see weapon skin packs in the game? Do you want to just buy the game at one price and have everything unlocked? Or I shouldn't say unlocked, I should rather say earnable. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below, but thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I, of course, will talk to you guys next time.